Hey everybody, I want to jump right into this video because this is something that's been bothering me for a while too. I want to talk about malignant narcissists versus the covert narcissist. I want to explain some traits that I've seen into these different individuals, and I want to talk about them. So I'm going to jump right into it. From what I've noticed, like malignant narcissists, they are vindictive, and I said this in my other videos. I already know y'all know they will try to get you locked up. They will try to get you in jail. Malignant narcissists are, they're on the really more so crazier. I mean, they both are crazy, but they're really more so on a very, very dangerous side that of the scale of narcissism. Malignant narcissists are very, very evil, very vindictive. They will have you thrown in jail and for something you didn't even do. They do not care. They don't like to go down by themselves. They dangerous. If you ever see a malignant narcissist, just stay away from them, like at all. If you can, just stay away from them. Like, they very harmful. Like, they more, like I said, they more worse. They're worse than a covert. They're worse. Trust me. They'll hurt family members. They'll hurt friends. They'll hurt their coworkers. They do not care. They are aggressive, and they got like unstable lifestyles. Malignant narcissists, because there's no way you can balance all of that. They know they can't balance all of that. They're unstable. Meaning these people, as I said in other videos, I describe they'll be homeless. A lot of them will be homeless. A lot of them are nasty, very promiscuous. A lot of them are just from job to job, place to place. They're just so unstable. They can't balance all that craziness. It's just too much craziness to balance inside of them. So they constantly going through something. They got something going on. So they're constantly trying to, they can be friendly. They are, because that's part of the false self, the false image that they need to project to the world. I never said they won't friendly. Yeah, they'll talk to people and everything. They love talking to people, getting inside people's heads. They actually love talking to anybody. These people, malignant narcissists, they're impulsive. They're very impulsive. Kind of like people with ADHD. I believe a lot of them have ADHD. They'll blurt out something, or they'll do something and just not think about the actions at the time, like, because they're just so impulsive. And if you set off narcissistic rage by making them look bad or calling them out on their stuff, they are coming for you. So they're not nobody to be messed with. Malignant narcissists are very, very, very dangerous, very ill people. Very ill. Their false image is very important to them, just like the coverts and stuff. It's everything to them. They want people to look at, no matter what, they're a great dad, they're a hard worker, they're an outstanding citizen. That's what they want everybody to look at them as. Their image is everything. But we all know they're the opposite of that. They're horrible parents, they're lazy workers, and they're just terrible beings. These people are jealous, charming. They got anxiety issues. They nervous because I feel like they always know karma is coming at them. That's why they're so nervous. If you look at them, sometimes they'll have a tick, or their lip will be trembling. Some of them have their lip will be jumping or moving, or they're just so nervous. They know they do so many things, so they're just trying to figure out what on them. They're scared that you're going to expose them. That's why they're so scared. But they really are nervous. They really have really, really, really bad anxiety. So a lot of them do drugs to they self-medicate to help them, feel better, because their anxiety is so bad. A lot of them smoke cigarettes, or they'll be at the ABC store, the liquor store, every other day, trying to control their anxiety, because they are so scared that all that stuff that they did, all of that mess that they did, that people are going to come back to them. And it does come back to them every day. It comes back to them. They always going through something. So yeah, that's why their anxiety is so bad. They're hateful. They're cheaters. They're just users. They use people, use women, use men. They always trying to live off of somebody to escape everything that they done. They think that they can just escape their karma. They think they can just escape everything. They're escapists. They always think that they could just get away, and that's where this God-like mentality come in. Like, I'm God. Like, even though I got put out, this one girl put me out, this one Guy put me out, I got another one in the back pocket. They trying to always escape karma. That's why they always have their self set up with something else going on with another person. That's why I said they're users. They're used people because they just want to protect themselves. They just want a place to lay their heads at night. So they think they're smarter than everybody, but they're really not, because they keep on getting put out. It's a repeating cycle. It's just one big fat cycle. They always will be put out. They'll always be going through something. So they are heavy drug users. They love some drugs. And the one thing that I always was taught was that crazy people shouldn't be doing any drugs. It's just horrible. So when they do drugs, they are just, their condition is even worse. They're even more prone to narcissistic rage. Even though it happens every now and then, when they on those drugs real hard, it can happen more and more often. And they can really slip up because they think they can get themselves out of things so quickly. But they can really slip up and end themselves up in a lot of trouble that they can't really get out of. Because a lot of them, do get held accountable for their crimes, but they go to jail, and sometimes they get all these charges dropped. Like one of you mentioned in the comments about these narcissists. They do get, they try to get out of things, and they go in front of these judges, and the judges just want to rehabilitate them. You can't rehabilitate a narcissist. They don't change. They never change. They're the same people. They do the same things. You can't change these people. I hate this whole rehabilitation thing with them. They got issues. They ain't gonna never change. And these stupid judges will end up giving them a slap on the wrist when they don't deserve that. I'm so sick of them. I'm sick of all them sorry judges sitting up in that courthouse every day making all this money from taxpayers, and they asses want to give them another chance. They don't deserve no chance. They need to be in a mental institution, thrown in jail for the rest of their lives. They out here hurting society, and you want to give them a slap on the wrist. I'm sick of them. Oh Lord. But a lot of these malignant narcissists are sex addicts too. I looked at that documentary on Netflix. I can't think of the name of it, but it was about the family, and it's real trending right now. It's about the family that the narcissist was sexually abusing the daughter, and he had sex with the dad and the mom. He was just so manipulative. It was just crazy. He was just using all of them. It was so crazy. You got to check it out. I can't think of the name of it, but you definitely got to check it out, guys. But these people are sex addicts. They don't care. They around messing around with everybody, using them, seeing what they can get out of people. They're always on the move. They sleep with people just because. That's why they have a lot of STDs, like they do. And a lot of these people that do this, like I said, many of these malignant narcissists, many of them are lower functioning narcissists, and I made a video about them. Many of them are definitely lower functioning because they do have criminal records. Some of them were held accountable for their actions, as they should be, some of them. And a lot of them are lower functioning. More of them are lower functioning, I would say, because of their temper. Their temper is really wild, So a lot of them have criminal records. If they were held accountable and the judge or justice did their job like they were supposed to, then yeah, you would see a record on a malignant narcissist. And I say stay away from them. I'm telling you, I would say just run. Don't be around them, because they don't mind, just getting you in the midst of something that they're involved in. Now, let me move on to the coverts. This is going to be a little interesting for me because I've noticed a few of them, Coverts, to me, they're just punks. They don't bother me like a malignant narcissist. Coverts are I don't really like them, so I just don't talk to them. So they're more easier to deal with. They're just punks to me. They're like emotional bullies. They always trying to mess with you emotionally. So I'll give you a great example of this. My sister-in-law, yeah, she's a covert narcissist. And I got to do a video about this, but she's a covert narcissist. I'll give you an example. When I was in school, educating myself, so I wasn't working, and at the time, she'd do little things she'll send me a screenshot or a picture of a job, and I'll just be looking at her really? Or she would call me, because she don't mind calling me just superficially, acting like we're besties. She'll call me, and she'll be at work sitting at her desk, just really subliminal. They're subliminal. It's to make you feel a certain right type of way. It's to make you feel bad or to make you feel like you're less than them. They are emotional bullies. And then she'd ask me, so you found a job yet? Did I tell you I was looking for a job? You know what I'm saying? While I'm in school? Like, that was really mean. That was really mean. But I just dealt with it. Like, I just dealt with her. Like, I just looked at her and I just pretty much just cut her off emotionally. So our relationship now is just really superficial. Like, she still calls me and FaceTimes me. I'm like, hey, and I'll do the 5-minute rule. I won't talk to her no more than 5 minutes. I'll cut it off. Even if she comes over, I just don't talk to her no more than 5 minutes. I'll go into another room or something. I don't let her get that, you know, that side of me that, you know, she wants. I don't let her get deep, you know, with me anymore. So they're easier to deal with, you know. It's uncomfortable, but once you figure out what it is that they're doing, I would say cut them off, because they're just as toxic, you know, as the malignant narcissists. You know, you're going to feel like awkward when you talk to these people. Like, they're fake nice, they're fake friendly, they're fake. You should be able to recognize a fake person. You know, if you've been through some things like I have, you should be able to recognize, like, something about this person isn't right. And if they're torturing you emotionally, if you always feel weird after you talk to them, or after you're in their presence, if you always feel weird, they are doing this. They're setting up things and doing things in their heads, and it's like a mind cluster. They're just really messing with you. So you leave these people alone as well. You know, they're like I said, they're just as toxic. They lack empathy. They don't care. They don't care about you. You know, and they're very manipulative, just like the other narcissists. A lot of these covert narcissists, some of them are introverts. But they just as, you know, they sleep around too, like the other narcissists, and they're bad with money, you know. But some of them have been stable enough to, you know, avoid jail or something like that. Some of them have very good careers, and some of them will actually be like therapists and stuff like that. Some of them covert narcissists will be therapists and psychologists, and they're just coverts. It's just so crazy. It's bizarre. A therapist that's a narcissist. It is so crazy. So you're going to have to look out for these people. You know, they'll do things like, you know, they're just passive aggressive. They're just fake, just phonies. They'll roll their eyes at you while you're talking to them. Before I figured out that she was a narcissist, yeah, she, you know, my sister-in-law was just, you know, just while I was talking to her, I see her eyes shift, and she'll sigh. I guess I was just too boring to her, you know. I'm too intellectual, you know. And coverts, to me, they're not really that intellectual. When they talk, you know, they'll keep like the information basic. They don't really like to go deep with things, you know. They just keep on the surface of things. That's what I noticed from talking to her. So I just stopped talking to her. We don't have nothing in common, you know. I don't rock with people like that. You know, these people, they get bored really easily, you know. They want excitement all the time. So being intellectual, conversation, that ain't enough. This girl, every time she comes over from out of town, because she lives in another state, she's always on the go in town. She got friends everywhere. And I'm just like, how do you have friends here? You in another state. I suspect she's sleeping around a lot with a lot of people around here. But, you know, of course, they're secretive. They're sneaky. They ain't going to tell you that. You know, but she acts like she's a virgin or something like that. And I know that's a lie. So they are liars. Covert narcissists are liars. I'm telling you. They are liars. Pathological, just like malignant narcissists too. So they're just, you know, really fake people. These covert narcissist women, you know, they're insecure. So they will have the plastic surgery to lose weight or to lift their breast up, all this stuff. They will cheat. And then they'll go around acting like they lost it, you know, like they've been at the gym every day and worked hard for those bodies. They're cheaters, just like the other narcissists. So that's really the difference between those two, malignant and coverts. So tell me about your experiences with them. You know, if you dealt with either one of those, and just leave them in the comments below, y'all. So if you like this video, just subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.